LeBlanc, and I play Matt LeBlanc on episodes for Showtime. It's a story of an English couple who are a writer-producer team, and they have a hit show on the BBC in London. And it's been on for 4 or 5 years, and the show opens at the BAFTAs as they're receiving their latest award. And they are courted by the American networks to bring their show to America and promise the world, and they agree. And when they get here, one by one, every promise is broken. The way I fit in is their lead actor in the show in London is played by Richard Griffiths, who's older, very, very established English actor, Shakespearean kind of guy, and he plays the headmaster of a boys' school. When they get to the States, the network wants to replace him with me. I seem way too young for the part, so they have to readapt the show to write around me, and the wheels just eventually come off the train, and it's just one disaster after another. I think that this version of me is people's perception of celebrity. I think that's the best way to describe it. It's not me. It's not, it's not a documentary. It's a half-hour comedy, and it's, certain things are inflated. Like when we were on Friends, our salaries was published. I think it was on the front page of the calendar section in the LA Times one week about how much money we were making, and that was, a little like, wow, really? That's kind of private. But so, okay, well, let's poke fun at that. Let's make it like I have way more money than I ever got paid. So I have my own jet in this, and I'm buying a restaurant and like more global and things like that, and not aware. I'm a guy in this who's unable to appreciate the consequences of my actions, which is, I think, a large part of the public's perception of celebrity. Oh, well, they shouldn't do that kind of thing. Celebrities are just like anybody else, really. Beverly and I get off on the wrong foot at our first meeting, and then there's a party where she's sort of surprised because when we first meet, I don't know who they are, and I'm told that I don't know what this meeting's about, and I just go expecting to have smoke blown up my ass, and they're expecting me to blow smoke up their ass, and it's like a Mexican standoff. Everyone's sitting there, and I think it's a disaster. And I leave the meeting getting a call from my agent saying they love you, and it's all a little strange. But her and I butt heads instantly, Beverly and Matt. I guess I have to refer to myself as I, since I'm playing myself. And it just grows and grows and grows from there. And I find myself in this position where I have probably more power than her at the network, and I use it to my advantage. I try to put her in compromising situations. I try to get her to say things that would be embarrassing if she knew who was standing right behind her. I try, things like that, and it just eventually explodes. Steven's character, Sean, is so open about the whole idea of coming to California and living in LA, and it's Hollywood, and it's bright lights, and it's like candy to him. It's candy to a child. He loves it. And it really bothers him, and that Beverly's not so supportive of it, and he wishes she could just be more open-minded and just go for it. And it's her inability to, when it really matters, keep her opinion to herself that frustrates him the most, I think, because he wants to say things like, no, you just go along. It's very funny. It's very inside, but not so inside that people that aren't in the business wouldn't understand. A lot of the jokes they could relate to other businesses as well. There's always the boss that never tells the truth. There's always, the behind-the-scenes dramas of any corporation, and that's kind of similar to this.